Hi everyone, great to be here again at the VRIC talking about white gold. For those that don't know, White Gold, we are what I think a pretty special company based in Canada's Yukon. We have probably the largest land holdings in the Yukon, maybe the country, maybe amongst any early stage exploration company that I'm aware of. And that sort of, I think, is a good way to view our company. You know, if you're going to do something, go big. You know, you got to have the reward justify the risk. And what I think this company's done is a pretty phenomenal job in the last 7 or 8 years of putting together an opportunity that's been successful on many fronts, has, I think, a tremendous opportunity to continue being very successful in a way that really, really sets itself apart from a lot of different companies in this business. First of all is the land. So we are in the Klondike district of the Yukon. This was the epicenter of the historic gold rush 125 years ago. 20 million ounces of gold were mined out of those placer creeks. No modern day exploration was done until about 2007 or 2008. And that's when our partner, Sean Ryan, took what he developed as a very unique exploration protocol, brought it to the region, and was almost immediately extremely successful, making a large multi-million ounce gold discovery through a partner at the time called Underworld Resources, and that led to an incredible staking rush. Sean was there leading it and basically was able to compile the land package that is now White Gold today, and which also included merging in this discovery that he's made. So what do we have today? We have 1 million acres of very highly prospective gold exploration properties. It's in what I will consider one of the best mining jurisdictions in the world. Jurisdictional risk is always something that mining investors need to be aware of. I don't think that's ever been as important as it is today. What else have we been able to do with the success that's led to these discoveries? The same team that also made the Kaminak discovery, which is now being advanced towards production by Newmont, has been exploring this large grassroots portfolio, and they've continued to be tremendously successful. This has put together a company which, from what my perspective as a merchant banker based in Toronto, gives us our best chances at success. I look at evaluating these projects from a checklist. So we have jurisdiction, we have upside opportunity, prospectivity, we have a knowledge base that works. We've compiled probably one of the largest geochemical soil samples in the world, and we are right at the precipice now of starting to continue to drill all this. This is, my belief, a very unique opportunity in a junior gold company, and that is why we've been able to attract as shareholders two of the largest gold mining companies in the world. Agnico Eagle owns about 19.9% of our company, and Kinross owns about 15% of our company. The other two large shareholders is the Power One Capital Group out of Toronto, of which I'm also a part of. We are Sean Ryan's partner in founding this company and have been in the early stage exploration business for over 2 decades now, and been fortunate to have been part of many very successful companies that have taken projects right from grassroots exploration through an ultimate exit, usually the takeout by a large mining company. And in those opportunities, we've sort of learned what works, what risks to avoid, and how to optimize your probabilities for success. And this opportunity, from my experience, ranks right up there with the best in terms of prospectivity for major success. So this is a bit of a summary of that. I will get a little bit more into a couple of our projects. As I mentioned, we have a huge company, 1 million acres. We do a lot every year. I don't have time in 10 minutes to get through all that stuff, so I will touch on some of the highlights of what I think people should know. We're fully funded for 2024, so we're looking forward to putting together a very exciting exploration program. That's right in the process of being put together. Here's our capital structure. I think as investors, you want to look at who's invested in a company. Having these types of people on your capital table, I think, speaks volumes to the type of opportunity. And just to take a step back, if you look at the Yukon as a jurisdiction, I mentioned that I think it's a great place to work. The Fraser Institute perennially ranks it as a great place to work. But look at who else has been investing in the Yukon in the last few years. I think you'll see pretty much every major mining company investing in this district. most notably in our specific area, we have Newmont, the largest gold mining company in the world. That's a neighbor of ours to the south. If you see our land package here, they're advancing the Newmont deposit, or the Coffee deposit, which was discovered by our partner, Sean Ryan. Just to the east of that is the Casino deposit. That's another 20 million ounces of gold and 10 billion pounds of copper. This is truly elephant country, and this is why we're so excited to be working here. We think that the opportunities in this district are second to none. And that's why the majors are coming in. So Western Copper has attracted Rio Tinto as a partner, Mitsubishi as well. Also in the district, Hecla has made a recent acquisition. B2 Gold is invested in Snowline, and there's a number of other majors that have made significant investments into the district itself. So if you look at our property portfolio, we view it as in 3 different buckets. One is our advanced stage properties. That's where we have defined resources already. The discoveries pipeline is where we made recent discoveries, and we have a couple very exciting high-grade discoveries we made in the last couple of years. And then we have our early stage properties, and this is where we're just working everything up to get it to the drill-ready stage. Sean and our team have put together a very unique science-based approach. It's been incredibly successful. We've been testing it for the last 7 years. It's led to several discoveries, and the more work we do, the more confident we are in the prospectivity of this district. So it's really, really an exciting time, I think, to be getting involved with a company like this. From a risk-reward perspective, we're trading, unfortunately, like a lot of the other junior companies, sitting at pretty much all-time lows. Meanwhile, the value of our assets, I believe, are at all-time highs. We've increased the size of our deposit now to 2.1 million ounces across all categories, about 2 grams open pit. That is a pretty remarkable type of a deposit to have in a junior mining company, especially in a great place like Canada. And we've made these other discoveries, like our one on the Betty property, which I'll touch on quickly. Extremely high grades, right from surface, and we're pretty excited about what that's going to look like going forward. So here's our flagship deposit. It is open pretty much in all directions. It's also sitting on a very large mineralized trend. So in the last couple of years, we knew the deposit was there. We knew it had size and scale. As a junior, we figured we get the best bang for our buck by starting to explore up and down the trend. And that's what we've been doing. And we, in the last 2 years, tapped into the Ryan's trend. I don't know if we can see it there. That map's a little bit small. Here we go. There's the Ryan's trend on this. Well, there's the Betty, but that's a 6-kilometer trend, and we've made a couple of new discoveries on there. That's continuing for kilometers. We have soil geochemical anomalies. I'm just trying to go back to it here so you guys can see it. There we go. You got the Ryan's trend, and we think the opportunity to make more discoveries in there is extremely high based on what we saw led to the discovery of the flagship deposit itself. And as the adage goes, the best place to find gold, make gold discoveries, is near existing gold discoveries. So this is a very exciting part of our project where we'll continue to do some more work to find new zones of mineralization near our flagship deposit. And then our other focus in the last year, and what will likely be another focus, is on our Betty property. This is at the southern end of our portfolio, contiguous to Newmont's Coffee deposit. That's multi-million ounces, high grade at surface, and the behemoth Casino deposit. So last year we did some more drilling on that target as well, right, and where you see it situated here, and what makes it so exciting is that it's basically sitting right along the same fault system that hosts these other big deposits. The geology is just fantastic. It's kind of small to see here, but if you look at the tenor of the types of holes we've been hitting, 3.4 grams over 50 meters, 8 grams over 20 meters, 3.4 over 53, 5 grams over 25 meters, 25 grams over 25 meters. This is exceptionally high grade stuff. It's in an oxide, and it's all basically right to surface. Here's some fabulous science that our technical team has been doing to just really try to understand how this is all coming together. And in addition to that one Betty Ford target that's been drilled in the last couple of years, we've identified another 6 more targets. These have seen little to no drilling at all in the past, so we are pretty excited to be able to drill that. Like, from an investor, and and at the end of the day, we're investors in this perspective. This is like a dream come true to be able to drill these types of targets in this fertile type of an environment in a great place like Canada. We're very fortunate to have these great supporters like Agnico and Kinross, and working with our First Nation partners to continue to make more and more discoveries like this. So lots to go through here. It's all on our website. You can sort of see exactly how interesting these types of holes have returned. Continues to be open in many directions, so we're certainly going to look to expand on that zone in addition to some of these other targets that I've been talking about. For the technical guys, go on our website. This is all here. And then a third area of many, which I'm hoping to get to this year, is our Pedler and Hayes targets. This is also very close to the Casino porphyry. These are porphyry style mineralization, which we think have the opportunity to be very large. These porphyries happen in cluster. That's just a scientific phenomenon that you see across the world. So based on the work that we've done in the previous years, we think that these could also have that type of prospectivity. Also likely why this area is continuing to get the interest of majors from around the world. So that's my 10 minutes. Thank you everyone for listening to our presentation. White gold, from my perspective, certainly checks all the boxes for what makes a very exciting and hopefully rewarding opportunity. We really do believe this is a new camp in the making that has the opportunity to be a premier gold mining camp in Canada, and we wouldn't be surprised to see this evolve into something like a Timmins camp or Val d'Or or Nevada Goldfields. That's really what we feel we're on the cusp of, and hopefully you can come join us as we look to continue to unlock the mineral potential of this great region. Thank you.